Can you switch your camera off?
No, I'm not switching off.
Well, you're committing a bylaw offence.
I'm not switching off, mate.
Okay, you do not have to say anything, but it may harm your defence if you're not mentioning
Of course you're not.
Accessible, mate. We
This is TGA. We're at the Port of Liverpool, I believe the Royal Seaforth Dock, and we are joined by Auditing Yorkshire, the one and only Auditing Yorkshire.
Yorkshire.
The guy who always gets himself arrested for calling people Muppets.
Yeah, that's it.
So yeah,
what we're doing here, TJ, we're going to go try and find the Port of Police, aren't we?
yeah, so this port, the Port of Liverpool, does have its own police force called the Port of Liverpool Police, and they gave Reggie a bit of an hard time because they thought he was flying a drone, but he actually wasn't. Whereas in my case, I am actually going to fly a drone
There you go.
over the port.
Man himself.
Here we are. Look at this. Port of Liverpool. Peel Ports Group. So we're going to walk down here, guys. Peel Ports Group. Let's have a read of these signs here. Royal Seaforth Dock, I was right. Opened by Her Royal Highness the Princess Anne on Wednesday the 18th of July 1973, Liverpool Freeport. Opened by Her Royal Highness the Princess Anne, Mrs. Mark Phillips, GCVO on Thursday the 29th of November 1984. So the Freeport opened after the Seaforth Dock. Just going to stick my camera through here. You see there's one of the main dock buildings there. So they got for public use to contact Port Police. Look at that, that's an old phone. Bloody hell, it's an old rotary. How long have they put Port Police here? And then they've got a buzzer next to it. Look at this old rotary phone. Look at this old rotary.
Wow, is that to contact the police?
For public use to contact Port Police.
Wow, look at that, guys. Look at the old rotary telephone. Got to get a picture of that. Gonna have to get a picture of that.
Yeah, not so bad. How are you, mate?
Just open it again for us.
Sorry? Yeah, open it up. Let me have a chat with. Sorry, mate? I can film what I like, mate. Bloody hell, Kev, they're already here. Kev, they're already here.
Afternoon.
Afternoon, mate. How are you?
Camera off, you're committing a bylaw offence.
No, we're in a public place. I'm not switching off, mate. Can you identify yourself, please?
The concrete area here is owned by Peel Ports.
Can you identify yourself, please?
Yeah, there I am.
PC202.
Yeah. Can you switch your camera off?
No, I'm not switching off.
Well, you're committing a bylaw offence.
I'm not switching off, mate.
Okay, you do not have to say anything, but it may harm your defence if you're not mentioning
Of course you're not.
Accessible, mate. We did not.
There's no barriers or signs to prevent us from going here.
Informing you, so if you wish to move on, we'll end the matter. It's a entirely up to yourself, or I'll report you for the bylaw.
Well, why don't you put signs and barriers on this area then?
That's not, we're not
Because it's ridiculous.
No.
We're here to make a video because it's a nice place.
Yeah.
This is what I've been.
It's interesting. There's an old telephone as well, an old rotary.
Get to see this kind of thing on
As bizarre as it sounds, if you want to stand on the tarmac there, yeah, you can video all.
Well, there should be some sort of barrier or restriction because this is publicly accessible.
Where's the tarmac area, mate?
Should concrete tarmac.
Oh, just literally. Just,
I appreciate they were under caution anyway, but
the concreted area, including the pavement, is pure land and property. Okay, so you're not allowed to film.
well, there's the barrier there though.
Weird and wonderful things you can't do under the bylaws.
Yeah, well,
Okay.
I don't know much about it. I'm not going to lie to you, I don't know much about it.
Okay, so if you wish to move on, great stuff.
But tell
Otherwise,
you
you'll
what,
be getting reported.
but there's a barrier there, there's the boundaries there, there's a fence there preventing our access. So what's the problem with us standing where we are?
Because, as I've just explained,
But the Mersey tunnels have bylaws. We've spoke to the Mersey Tunnels Police, and there's a bylaw to have pedestrians on the tunnels. But they were more than happy to have us stand there and have a chat with us.
We literally went straight
So-
in, and we didn't care.
yeah,
And that's publicly
unfortunately,
accessible.
It's not the same here. It's not the same practice. So I'll ask you for the third and final time. Otherwise, I'll report you for summons. Your choice.
So we'll go on that concrete.
So I think you could probably learn something from them. To be honest, Constable.
It's all right. Let's just move on. I don't.
Yeah.
You're getting a bit closer,
We
aren't
don't
you?
want to get.
I'm not. I'm just asking you to move on. That's all.
We don't want to get.
No, I'm not threatening anyone. My hands
So
in
I'm just
my
going to get a
pocket.
photo of your car anyway, first.
Of
Just
course.
officer, you,
Just going to get a photo of your car. Yeah.
basically, there's no barriers.
There's no barriers or gates or anything, but yeah.
No.
So-
can we get sort of like in trouble for it when we don't know about it?
Well, that's something that if you wish to, you can write into Peel Ports and ask them to put some signs up. But
Yeah,
just,
we'll definitely do
Yeah.
that because we're not here for provocation.
yeah, but just from my own knowledge,
Yeah.
this is the boundary, if you like. And do you know how you can tell it's the boundary?
Go on.
Because
so?
the tarmac area is repairable at the local council's expense.
Right.
The concrete area is repairable at Peel Port's expense. So there's your boundary.
Is that the same with path?
Yeah.
So you Peel Port would have to pay for path, yeah?
Exactly.
All right.
Exactly. That's your boundary. So you come over there, you commit a bylaw offence outside here.
So why are
Go on and do what you wish.
usually there needs to be a sign to
going hard
donate
and
to
sales
show
with
where.
this one, mate. We're
So
going
it
hard and
say
sales with
beyond
this.
this point,
Still going round
bylaws
in
apply.
circles. I am verbally telling you, okay? So that's good enough for myself.
It's not good. It's not good enough.
It
There
is,
needs
it's
to be
good
a
enough for
sign.
myself.
There needs to
Believe
be
you
a
me,
sign to
if I was
say.
to put it before a magistrate with the explanation I've just given, it's perfectly.
Well, that's your word.
Okay.
That's your word
I'm
against
sorry
it.
then, yeah.
There's nothing to do. There's
done.
nothing to notate.
done.
There's no notations or anything, which is a recommendation that I'm putting to yourself.
You can carry on
So-
talking, mate. If you think there's an issue with the signs, I will generate
Absolutely.
what's called a hazard observation, which I will put into Peel Ports. If you want to take that any further, right into Peel Ports.
Okay.
If you could put an hazard observation in,
You need to, yeah.
obviously you're going to get this a lot and people aren't going to know.
Absolutely.
Well, I've been here 20 years and we don't get it quite a lot, in fairness. It's
Oh,
only
That is surprising.
so. That's.
Have you ever had anyone on here filming before?
We've had people filming through the fence line, which is perfectly fine. We've had people make requests to come in and film, which
Right.
you need to write into Peel Ports and get written permission.
Okay.
I am not going to pretend I know what I'm talking about with bylaws because I don't. If I walked into a police private property car park,
Yeah.
if it's on police premises, I know what I can and what I can't do, and I know they can't make me leave.
Yeah.
But bylaws, I'm not going to argue with you.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
That's the truth and honest answer.
Bylaws within the Port of Liverpool are enforceable, and you can actually be arrested for them as well as reported for summons,
Right.
which we do quite often.
Okay.
That's fine.
Okay,
Okay.
Like I said, I didn't know. I am going to do my research when I get home.
you can do. Apparently, if you go online, all the bylaws are listed. And
Yeah.
there's some weird and wonderful ones ranging from you're not allowed to hand out flyers or put up signs within the Port of Liverpool without written permission, but they do date back, but they have just been updated. So I'm led to believe the company was called Travellers, the solicitors. They've just gone through all the bylaws for Peel Port, Stroke, Mersey Docks and
Can
Harbour,
I just say two things to you
and
before you go?
they're all correct and up to date.
Can I just
Okay.
say
Well,
two
there should be a sign to show what the bylaws are
I'm gonna
outside the
go
port.
home, do my research.
Yeah.
That's what the Ministry of Defence
What you're
do.
saying is wrong. I will be back.
Yeah.
Okay. Second of all, we are going to be flying a drone today. We're going to be getting some panoramic photos and some aerial
Yeah.
shots.
Yeah.
We may very well fly over your port because you're saying we can't physically go over there and look.
Yeah.
So we may very well fly over into your port. Again, that's a civil aviation
What's the size of the drone?
restriction.
Less
You
it's
decide
and
you-
below
no,
250 gram.
You know, that's what we're going to do.
Yeah, well, if you endanger the actual port or the operations within the port, you are committing an offence. Okay?
The drone is below
look,
250 gram.
My knowledge of drone, great, but I'm led to believe if it's something the size of your palm, there's no issues whatsoever. If it's any bigger than that, and you interfere with the operations of the port,
250.
yeah, or you interfere with the operations of the port, or bring it into a dangerous sort of environment, i.e. working above cranes or plant machinery, well, we will act on that.
It's sub 250 gram.
You can't because you don't control the airspace above the
Exactly.
port, so it's not your responsibility.
I don't claim to know a great deal about drones.
Well, I'm trying to tell you, if you listen to me, I'm not being rude. So it's sub 250, which means there's no separation distance. As long as we fly safe, we can pretty much do what we want. The only thing we can't do is fly over crowds of people.
Well, I don't know. I don't know.
50 metres of your building and say hello to you through the window. We're not going to do that, but we can do, and that's fine. But we're not going to do that. Like I said, we're not here to cause trouble. We're here to be, obviously, we educate people, but it's good to be educated as well. So if what you're saying is true, you have educated us.
Do you know with drones, can you fly them over a restricted area of an airport?
No.
No.
Not an airport.
You see the port there, that's also deemed as a restricted area.
It's not.
It is.
It's not.
Believe me,
It's not a flight restriction zone, you're wrong.
Because I arrest people for the offence of entering a restricted area of a port.
Yeah, that's entering. The airspace is not part of the restricted area. Listen to me.
Well, not for the drone, for the
Your colleague's turning up.
but it's still deemed as a restricted area. Now, I will go away and check whether or not the restrictions are similar to that of an airport.
Well, we're going to check drone assist and the DJI fly app, and if there's no restriction, we'll fly over it.
Yeah, okay.
Because there is no flight restriction zone over the port, I can assure you of that.
Have you already checked?
Yes.
Who are you exactly? What are you part of a group, or are you just
No,
got
we're
an
just
interest?
individuals.
No, we're reporters, mate.
Who for?
Just ourselves.
Independent.
Oh, independent.
Yeah.
Right. So what's your purpose then?
Making a video at the port, that's all.
Just to create interesting videos. You know, things people don't see on a day-to-day basis. That's why we went to the port of, Queensway Tunnel.
Yeah.
People don't see that every day, do they?
What time is it now?
What's your knowledge of
Good evening.
I've never been to a port.
About what? Well, these guys have just informed me they're going to put a drone up and fly it over the port.
Yes, you can. You don't need to ask permission. You do not control the airspace over the port. That is owned by the Civil Aviation Authority. So Peel Ports has no responsibility.
Just turning my camera on.
Thank you for letting me know. Appreciate the professionalism.
Just letting you know. Turn the camera on.
Oh, it's fine.
Thank you very much. And it's
So can you just give
PC203.
us that spiel you just gave me
Sorry, I
before
want to be
about...
rude, I did hear you. Right, so basically, my friend has checked the drone assist app and the DJI airspace, restricted airspace app. There is no geozone around this port, which means we can fly legally over this port. There is no geozone.
When you say geozone, what do you mean by geozone?
Flight restriction zone.
It is, because
there is no
vehicles
geofence.
within the port are geofenced, so there must be a geo zone in operation for the vehicle to be geofenced.
There is not, because the airspace is a different matter.
I'm going to stop recording on this. I'm recording on my GoPro still. I'm going to stop recording on here. And while you're here, because I'm not 100% sure, we'll have a quick look. If you guys don't mind, just wait. Just while I check it.
There's a geofence in place because the vehicles operated by Peel Ports have a system in place whereby they can't exceed the speed limit.
Yeah, and where are the vehicles?
That's enforced by the geofence.
No, Constable, where are the vehicles? The vehicles are on the ground.
Yeah.
The vehicle's not in the air. The ground is a different matter.
It wouldn't be a vehicle then, would it be an aircraft?
Exactly. And this is the drone's an aircraft, so it can go above the airspace, which is not controlled by yourself, but is not controlled by Peel Ports.
Details for you.
No, I can find that.
Do you want me to find through the company? Do you want to give us your details?
No, I can find out from here. I've got a drone system. It's just that your information could be wrong. I'm not trying to be funny with you. Like I've told your colleague, it's like that rotary phone. You don't see that if you pick. That rotary telephone to contact emergency services. Who has something like that? Does it work?
Yeah. So we're just having a look, you know?
No, does it not work?
As they said, this port was built, was it 1973? So it's interesting to find that information out.
So we're at Seaforth, yeah? This is the Port of Dock, yeah?
Peel.
What are you showing me now?
This is Peel Port Room.
Right.
Sorry, I'm not like being patronising, but
You're not being, what's the app and what are you showing me?
this is DJI drone.
What does it do?
It's a drone assistant. It tells you through camera can't fly in a certain area. So Peel Port
Is this like an app that you can download at a government website or what is it?
Well, it says the same. It's an app you can download, but it says the exact same thing on the DJI offence app as well, which tells you where you can or can't fly. So if this were a prison, it'd have a red geofence around it. We've just been to Liverpool. There's no red geofence, which means there is literally no restrictions. Where there, that blue dot, there's literally no restrictions where you can or can't fly on it. So your man here saying that we're breaking a bylaw if we go past that point there. Yeah. So we can take our drone over there.
What reason would you want to go on there?
No, we're just making
So why is the barrier there and not here?
We called a lot of signage.
Wouldn't it be a lot easier if I was to go away now,
Yeah.
get the details, see if it, get the details to see if there is GLB offence, get you the permission if you want to fly there, you don't have to fly.
I mean, I'm sure.
Well, you've shown me on an app, which I don't know where you've got the app from.
It's called drone assist.
Yeah, but
That's information from the Civil Aviation Authority.
No, it's a proper app.
This is all regulated by the Civil Aviation Authority.
I'll show you this as well. So if I go on to Google, right, so I've just shown you, yeah, that there's no thingy there. So if I go on to Google,
I don't know what you're looking for, so I wouldn't have
if I type in, I'll have to blur this, I've got a picture of the daughter on. So, Geozone map, this is with DJI. We have the DJI drones, and they physically won't let us fly within the Geozone because of the built-in software. Where are we on here? Are we down here? Oh, that's built up. Where's the docks?
L21.
Where's the docks on here, mate?
That's the airport over there. So we're over this end, past Bootle. There you go. That's the point where we are now.
there we are. Yeah.
Wouldn't it
You
be
can
just
see.
easier for me to go away?
No Geozone.
Wouldn't it just be easier for me to go away to find out the details and give you what you're after, but you can or cannot fly? Wouldn't that be easy rather than you building an app that big and me saying, no, you can't, yes, you can. If I go away and ask the correct people about geo zones or whatever zone you're going on about.
Right, well,
Do you know what would be a better idea for you to do, Constable, if you were to contact the Civil Aviation Authority and they can tell you for a less than 250 gram drone with an operator ID that I am able to fly over this port?
I'm all about being
You two have been civil with us. This band started getting a little bit, but I admitted to you, didn't I? I don't know a lot about bylaw, so I didn't want to take that chance. Okay?
There are bylaws,
I didn't want to take that chance because I don't know a lot about them. But apart from that, it's been, being authoritative, which is part of your job role, it's been very nice. You've been very nice. If you want to go away and get that information
and then give it back to you, just give us your details and I'll do that.
yeah,
And
because
then
we're not going anywhere, so we'll wait until you come back if you
look
want.
at the time of day we're at now, and at quarter to 5 in the morning, 8 in the evening. You have to ask
That's
the
not being
relevant
morning,
people.
mate.
I know, yeah. But ask the relevant people.
Yeah.
It's easy as that, isn't it? I'm not being awkward.
We're not going to be giving out any personal details, I'm afraid.
Well, I'm going to let you know then.
Well, we already know because I'm just
We know,
come on,
you know what we
mate.
can do.
But again, we're getting
don't
back
have
to what
the
you're
apps.
saying. There may be specific bylaws in place.
Yeah, but what you're saying
The
to
bylaws
I know
don't
what
cover
you're
the
getting.
airspace.
You think I could be lying and I could be spinning you a yarn, but you could be spinning me a yarn about this bylaw thing because I don't know nothing
Well,
about it.
as you said before, when I got out my vehicle, I went to caution you, so I wouldn't be spinning the yarn.
I thought you were going to
caution you.
nick us, to be honest, mate.
Yeah, well, that's exactly.
And I've got-
I'm not going to put myself in a position
Yeah,
to
yeah.
start reporting people for summons
Yeah,
if
yeah.
I don't know what I'm talking
Well,
about.
I
As
don't want to
mentioned
be
to you before,
intentionally getting summoned and getting the rest.
as I said to you before, I don't know a great deal about drones.
All right, well, we're just going to do it anyway because we know
We're
what
gonna
we're
take it
so
up.
we're just going to do it anyway. All right?
Obviously, we're not going to take it up from port land. We're going to take it up from public land.
Yeah.
And then-
so this is public land, so we can take it up from here. We're not going to go anywhere, even remotely anywhere near any machinery or any buildings or all like that. All we do is we get panoramic photographs. and we get a video of sort of like the area and like, you know, from like an helicopter view, and we bring it back
The
down.
bylaw that the colleague may be going on, you're not allowed to take photographs or anything inside the port.
Yeah, not from the air.
Permission.
We're not in the port though.
We're not in the port, we're in the air.
Fly over.
No, because you don't own the airspace. The airspace is controlled by the Civil Aviation Authority.
Different airspace.
It's
You
different,
don't own the
yeah.
airspace.
It's a different rule, it's a different law. You can do it with a drone.
So the only person who could
It's like we
prosecute
have
us for
this
something in the air would be the CAA.
We have this sort of, we have this
It's on their
conversation
website, I'll bring
with
it out.
prison officers, because I've done 17 prison documentaries, and every single one of them say you cannot film inside our prison. I can film inside your prison if your door is open and I am stood outside. That's it. It's a factor of a matter. If I come inside your reception area and film, I am committing an offence, and I can get 2 years in prison or an unlimited fine or whatever it is. But I am stood outside. At the end of the day, it's their onus to create privacy and to shut that door and to stop me looking inside. It's down to them, not down to me. Trust me, I mean, I'm not here to patronise you, but we do this for, well, we do it all the time, basically.
For what reason? For what reason?
Have a look there, Constable. So it says you
All
can
you're going
fly,
to see is a load of empty containers and
this is on the CAA's
possibly
website.
a locomotive off
Small
a train.
drones and model aircraft below 250 grams, C0 or C1 class. You can fly small drones and model aircraft that are lighter than 250 gram or C0 or C1 class in residential, recreational, commercial and industrial areas. Remember, you must always fly safely. Examples of residential, recreational, commercial and industrial areas. Cities and towns, villages, housing estates, schools. As you can see, industrial areas include factories, docks, rail and transport hubs. So, and it says you can fly over those areas, so it says docks.
You're in the line of the sun, so I'm trying
Oh
to
yeah, no worries. So as you can see, that's on the CAA's website.
Yeah.
Registered drones, that's registered-drones@caa.co.uk, as you can see. And then down there it says docks. So you can fly it over a dock. This is the CAA.
I've been arrested numerous
You've got to get the definition of a dock then, haven't you?
Well, this is a dock, as I said.
Dock's
So-
a place of water.
Do you know what I mean?
It's an area where people
Especially
employ
us,
the
mate.
screens. There's all sorts in there.
I know you don't.
And there's
know.
no, as we've showed you, there's
Surely
no
you
flight
can tell
restriction
that
zone
by
cover in this area, which means we can fly a drone.
You know what I mean? He's just
I don't know what more we can show you to prove what we're allowed to do.
The only reason why I act off.
So you know, like you've come round here
Yeah.
to say you're going to do it. Why did you come round here to tell us you were going to do
He knows a little bit. I don't know.
Well, we were honestly just filming down there first. We were going to take the drone up, and then you guys came out. Your colleague came out surprisingly quickly, to be honest. So
We do deal with them.
Talk about the history,
that's the thing.
what it used to be like, what it's like now, notable inmates, stuff like that. And then what I do at the end of the video is I send the drone up and I get some aerial shots of the prison. I don't go into the geozone, I stay out of it. And so, you know, when prison officers lie and they say,
Do you know, just for
he has flown that drone over my prison, I can prove I haven't because all the flight logs record.
Do you know, just for argument's sake, but if you were to say launch your drone here and get images, would that suffice you? So you have to go over there because it is a working environment. There is, as you can see there, you've got like the large straddle carriers moving about.
Point is, as I've just showed your colleague,
I get what you're saying, because you don't know about drones, but the legal height we are, it's CAA will allow us to go is 400 feet.
Yeah.
Do you know when a drone is 400 feet, you can't see it.
No.
Unless you knew it were there, you wouldn't know it were there. Them guys in there, they ain't going to see it. I don't think you're going to fly over anyway, are you? Are you just going to...
well, I am planning on flying over just so I can see all the cranes and ships and everything over there.
You have my word, he's the pilot, but
So
he won't do it like that.
Like I say, but if we find out later on in time that there is any issues and we come across you again, you could be dealt with the matter.
I mean, the point is, you'd probably be better off speaking to the CAA or a drone officer from Merseyside Police. That'll probably be a better idea for you to
That's
do.
been dealings with Merseyside Police then, I think.
Yeah, we've struggled with that.
They've been quite good,
They've
haven't they?
been pretty brilliant, yeah.
Apart from a
to be
couple of
honest.
stations.
What did they say?
Well, we went to Walton Lane earlier.
Yeah.
We went to Walton Lane, didn't we? They were a bit arsey with us. Are you talking about with drones?
Yeah, you say you've been with Merseyside Police, haven't you?
No one's had an issue with drones?
No, I took mine over the new Merseyside headquarters, and an inspector came out. He had no issues with the drone whatsoever. He said, yeah, you can fly it over, no problem.
Say our only concern is obviously to work in environment.
Yeah.
That's the only concern.
See, so are you Are you separate to Merseyside Police?
Yeah, we're a totally different force.
So you're Port.
We're Port of Liverpool Police, yeah.
And you only work here and cover this?
No, we don't only work here, no.
All right.
No.
That's interesting.
We cover as far as Heysham, up Manchester Ship Canal,
Right.
Birkenhead Docks.
Oh, sweet.
So it's quite a big area.
Well, that's cool, isn't it? At least you get to get about a little bit.
Yeah.
You're not working in one station.
No.
Driving around the same place.
You get out and about quite a lot.
It is.
Well, to be honest, it's my first encounter with Port of Liverpool Police. And I don't think...
But we've been informative.
I don't think either of you has been too bad, to be honest.
It's just, there is bylaws in place whereby
Yeah.
you can't physically come in.
No, we know
Not
that.
100% certain about.
I'll tell you what, we'll be respectful of the bylaws and we won't come in. The drone, obviously, we know we can, so we will.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're not going to come back. I didn't even know, mate. I just thought, well, it's open access, please.
Because I'd imagine that what you'd imagine with the bylaw offences would be beyond those gates, but there.
Yeah.
That's what you.
So,
That's what you think.
If you went in that way.
So you think the bylaws would apply off beyond the gates, wouldn't you?
Like I said, it's the first thing to adopt.
This isn't my first. You're not my first port, and you're not my first port police. So you're not my first port police I spoke to.
You're not?
Port of Bristol Police.
Why did you go around the country doing this?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we go all over.
All over the place.
Yeah, we go all over.
What's the fascination about it then?
It's interesting. It's just-
Money.
We don't do it for free.
Who pays you or what do you get paid for?
We get paid, people pay us, mate. I couldn't possibly divulge such information. It's very sensitive.
Yeah.
But we do get.
You're not the guys who go around like going over certain places trying to pick up on road traffic signs and then advising wagon drivers that you've been dealt with partially and stuff like that. The signs aren't correctly in place and there's other bits and bobs.
not really. No.
It just sounds very familiar. That's all. All right then, boys.
You might be thinking of auditors who go around police stations.
No. There's guys who purposely set drones up and check out the space in between, say for argument's sake, signs that say what the speed limit is within a port, and then they try and feed the information back to wagon drivers to get them off the various offences.
Well, listen, lads, it's been a very informative chat. I appreciate your time. Hope you appreciate my time. Like you guys, I didn't have to stick around and talk to you. But yeah, the only thing running through my head when you cautioned us was my Shepherd's Pie.
Don't want to miss that. Don't want to miss that.
Plenty of gravy and a few peas. Banging. Right, lads, we'll be respectful, don't worry.
Thanks, guys.
Okay.
Yes, thanks.
Cheers, lads.
Yeah. Stay safe.
That was a very, very, very good interaction.
It was.
Liverpool
It
Police.
started off a bit dodgy, mate, didn't
It
it?
started off a little bit, I'd say, aggressive.
Because he came out like,
Yeah.
you're committing an offence, first thing he said.
It calmed
You're
down a
committing
little
bylaw
bit then.
offence.
But don't forget, these aren't your standard bobbies on streets.
No, they're port police.
These are port police, so essentially, in a way, might have a little bit more responsibility. I don't know, and I ain't going to lie to people, I don't know nothing about
And
bylaws.
the Port of Bristol police didn't come out saying I was committing a bylaw offence.
Yeah.
They just said don't go beyond the red gates.
They might have just given you a bit of leeway.
Yeah.
But these guys,
I mean, this is a bigger port than Portbury Dock anyway. But
you know, it cautioned us. And
Cautioned us.
To be honest, mate, I could do without getting a summons.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's quite shocking, you know.
But there's definitely no geofence around the perimeter.
Definitely not. No.
So we'll come back to you guys. We'll get the drone out.
Yeah. Just going to wait to see what these guys are doing, seeing if they're pulling off. Got loads of lorries and things coming out of the port. There's still all the cranes and everything over there.
Now I know we're in a public place, you cannot touch us.
No, we cannot.
Yeah. So now,
We're going to pull off.
at this moment in time, I will stand my ground and I will give them
Definitely.
it back. 'Cause
Definitely.
It's clearly said we are now in a public place.
Exactly, look, there's the line.
So I know what my rights are.
But you know, anyone normally would think this was a public footpath, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
So you'd think this was a public footpath. There's a boundary there, so it's not exactly obvious, is it?
Yeah.
So, and he came out saying you're committing an offence, like we were doing something really bad, and like he made saying it like it was obvious that was port property, but it's not. And I was trying to stand up saying, hold on a second, I was trying to get a bit standoffish with him, because I know.
Signs and stuff.
So the way he approached us first off, he didn't say, how you doing guys, he just said, You just said you commit an offence, you know? Oh, your GoPro's just switched off anyway.
I've just turned it off.
You've just turned it off.
Yeah, I'm
right.
recording on this now.
Seeing if these guys are pulling off, you know?
Yeah, so there's two. They look like Nissan something. Not quite sure what they are. You know what them cars are?
That one, Volvo's. Volvo, that one, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, it is Nissan. Oh, yeah.
You don't see them every day, guys.
No, I think some rural policing teams have vehicles like that, but no, they are different. The Port of Liverpool Police.
Yeah.
But the way the vehicles are stylised, they're different to POBP's vehicles, because Port of Bristol, they've actually got Port Police on the side. They've just got police, and then they've got Port of Liverpool on the front of the vehicles.
Oh yeah.
So they're a bit different to the other port forces. The other port force and Falmouth didn't have any vehicles. Falmouth Docks.
Well, I mean, at least we managed to get this close to the gates.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's it.
So yeah, we'll pick it back up and we get some more.
See you guys in a bit. Oh, he's pulling off. Port of Liverpool Police. Starting motor
Take
field.
off. The home point has been updated. Please check it on the map.
I'm on 41% anyway, so I can't keep it up for that long.
Port Police.
There's the Port Police.
Off they go.
Off they go.
Yeah, they're leaving now.
Yeah, they're leaving now.
Kev, the Port Police.
They're leaving now, Kev, the Port Police. Wow.
Look at them.
Look at the
From above.
Look at the port from above. He's back, is he? Oh, he's just going back in the port. Wow.
There he is.
There he is.
He's down there, look.
He's down there, look.
Tell you what, I'm going to fly over there.
Tell you what, I'm going to fly over.
Yeah, we're going to say going over. We're going to go over, didn't we? We're going to go over, didn't we?
Yeah,
We're going to follow
of course. I'm going to follow in.
Keep it within line of sight.
I just want to keep it within line of sight.
It's back as well now. Trying to keep it within line of sight, that's all.
Trying to keep it within line of sight, that's all.
Trying to make sure I can see it still.
Trying to make sure I can see it still.
Oh, they're pulling in there, so that is their police
Oh, they're pulling
station.
in there, so that is their police station there.
Yeah, look, they're pulling in there, look.
Yeah, look, they're pulling in there, look.
So that's their police station there.
So that's their police station there.
He didn't even caution us properly anywhere. He didn't even caution us properly anywhere.
No.
Look at that.
Look at that.
I don't think he did anywhere. I'm going to bring it back this way because that sends it.
I'm going to bring it back this way because that sends in my eyes.
Seagulls can fly over, we can. Seagulls can fly over, we can.
Exactly.
Good little interaction, that.
It was. Signal's starting to cut a bit with the drone some. Signal's starting to cut a bit with the drone some. We're going to bring it a bit lower. Just having a look. I'm just going to take it right up here above me at the minute. It's good. I'm just going to take it right up directly above me at the minute. Right. Wind's picking up there, Kev, so it's coming back down. Right. Wind's picking up there, Kev, so it's coming back down. Port of Liverpool. Port of Liverpool. Port of Liverpool, Royal Seaforth.
Where are we?
Port of Liverpool, Royal Seaforth Dock. Battery's low now anyway. Just in time. Oh, let me zoom out. There you are. Oh, battery's low now anyway. Sure on myself. Just in time. Oh, let me zoom out. There you are.
Landing.
Auditing Yorkshire on myself. Almost did, didn't I?
Almost did. New drone. No, this is not my drone. This is TGS.
Almost did, didn't I?
You almost did. Come along here.
So yeah.
Signage and everything on the gates.
Which then a police officer comes flying out.
Yeah, literally within seconds.
Within
guys.
seconds of us arriving.
Within seconds of us arriving, we have 2 police officers.
Port Police turned up.
Threatening us with bylaws and this, that and other. And now, basically, I don't know anything about bylaws, so
No.
I asked them where the boundary was. And apparently, the boundary
Well, people are looking at us.
is here.
Apparently that's the boundary. Well, they got cones there, and then it's a different colour. So yeah, I guess they got a point there. But
That's I'm sorry about that, guys. So yeah, this is the boundary.
I guess the Port Police have got a point there, haven't they? But hey, Kev. Uh-oh, I'm committing a bylaw offence.
Here is the bylaw.
Committing a bylaw offence, look.
Port responsibility to fix and mend the road.
Guess we're going to get summoned to court.
To me. Someone said it looks like a footpath to me. Nice markings of a boundary.
I know there's nothing on the pavement. Yeah. Oh, they're going to say this is Peel Port's property now, aren't they? Where's Peel Port's property? Where?
Now, cameras are everywhere.
Why is there no like red line or something on the pavement? Or you know,
there's no red line.
the Ministry of Defence. The Ministry of Defence. They'll have a sign saying mod bylaws apply beyond this point. They'll show the mod bylaws and they'll put a red line straight where the entrance to the mod site is.
Are we doing NW drone audits?
So why don't Peel Ports learn something, a thing or two from the Ministry of Defence?
Exactly.
And put a red line there, put a sign saying bylaws apply beyond this point. No unauthorised access, mod, MOD property, port property, no unauthorised access. Aye. No photography allowed beyond this point. Bylaws apply.
Well, basically, when that's all that public access,
all they need.
At least back up to the main road. You walk round here, right? Essentially, or ideally, there should be a frigging gate and a fence or bollards or I don't know, anything, a Snickers bar, anything, a packet of sweets. What says Port of Liverpool boundary, do not enter. But they've literally got nothing, guys. There's nothing on the fences. There's nothing on the roads. Absolutely nothing. And they've just cautioned us and threatened to arrest us.
Threatened to arrest us.
And
So
obviously,
you went to Port Property filming and you will be arrested, they said. They were like, you went to Port Property filming and you will be arrested.
sorry
So,
guys,
right.
just try bringing me. Anyway, obviously, right, you guys know I love getting arrested. But if I get arrested, I want to know why I'm being arrested and I want to understand it so I can think of my defence straight away. If I get arrested here, I ain't got a clue anything about bylaws. And he basically third and final time said if you don't leave, you're gonna get a summons basically. And I'm just like, do you know what? I can't be arsed.
They did try and push for our details as well.
Yeah, they tried to push for his details.
They were trying every trick in the book to get our details.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, I mean, it's like I said in video when you see it, guys. I'm not going to pretend I'm a complete smart.
Don't let them off. Don't let them off.
And
They're
I
still
know
a police
everything.
force.
I did say I'm gonna do my research on these bylaws. Actually, we could check the, what is it as well? The land registry.
Yeah.
We'll check the land registry.
I imagine it will say this little bit of road here is, this little bit of road down to there is Peel Port's property.
Yeah, I'm
but
gonna come back. So we've got.
what are these pulling up for?
Some proper psychos in the police. Well, these aren't Merseyside police, guys. These are Port of Liverpool Police. It's a separate police force.
Yeah, Port of Liverpool. This guy's just come out of the port.
I get sick as a parrot, lol.
Right, mate?
Yeah, something like that. They don't cut the grass.
No, they don't at all.
How's it going, buddy? Live and live audit. Live and live audit. I don't know, I don't understand that, mate. Sorry. Say hello to TJ for me. Say hello, TJ.
How you doing?
It's only your camera. What is it with police, lesbians and tattoos? And guess what? And what is it with African security guards?
You not got permission to film. You not have permission. You no permission. I'm on a public footpath. No. You're filming building. You cannot film building.
Watching auditing over all these years is an eye-opener. Afternoon, lads. Good afternoon. Topic talk.
So yes, guys, I think we're gonna, next stop we're gonna go to Crosby Police Station, which is round the corner pretty much. So we can walk there. That's Merseyside Police again. See how we get on with those guys. So we've done Wallasey, we've done HQ, we've done Walton Lane, so we've done a few. Now with that, oh yeah, Inspector Karen. Inspector Karen. Yes.
Oh, love and live audit, yeah. So yeah, someone's put land register is the way to check. We've already said that, that's what we're going to do.
Yes, definitely.
If he is chatting shit at all, which, I mean, he did say, didn't he, well, I won't caution you if I didn't know what I were doing, but I mean, a lot of police do that, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
How many times have we been arrested when we
But then again, they should know their own boundary because they are the police force for the Port of Liverpool. They should know what their boundary is.
Exactly.
So, and he came out, just straight away, came out and put us under caution. That was insane. But yeah, that's been Port of Liverpool. Royal Seaforth Dock, Port of Liverpool Police. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll catch you all in the next one.